This is... So you guys may have seen the short that I posted on this right here. It's called the Roly Piano M, and it is one of the most high-tech keyboards I've ever played with. And it's high-tech for both beginners and advanced players. They were able to design a keyboard that can teach you how to play, but you can also use it for instrumentation. So if you want to have something small and portable, you can use it as is, or if you want to have more than one octave, you can connect more than one of them together. Now the Piano M has been a big hit for Roly, and they decided to launch a new product, the Piano. So here is the new Roly Piano, and this thing, they've been taking pre-orders and tons of people have already ordered this thing. I think they're onto their 7th or 8th batch. So people are very excited about it. Roly kind of has this exclusive approach to their instruments, to their learning devices, and there's really not a lot that's out there like it. So I understand why people have gotten excited for their new piano. Obviously, this is gonna be your more sort of robust version. It's a little bit more weighted, and yes, you can travel with it, but portability is maybe secondary in this case when compared to the M model, hence the M in that name. This one is gonna be 49 keys, so you're gonna have more octaves to work with, and then when you pair it with this is the Airwave, you're gonna get that extra level of expression and that extra level of learning with that hand tracking. This is actually going to sit here, and then if you have something like an iPad that you're playing on, this will just prop up like this. I guess you can kind of place it in a couple different angles, but you'll prop it up on this stand here and it won't interfere with the Airwave. Now this is going to be tracking your hands as you play, but you can see this little light on the top of the Airwave to let you know that it's activated. So these, check this out. These are my hands, obviously in digital space. They're on the iPad and in front of the keyboard. So now you can see that, like how responsive it is. So here we have quick play, wasted on you. It will tell you the level of the song, and then you can also select if you're practicing your right hand, your left hand, or both. It's crazy how much you can, like, it's a muscle memory thing. All of a sudden you treat keyboard like as if it's a video game, and the dexterity starts to come in. You're maybe trying to craft your own music, and like all of a sudden you're just feeling more comfortable at the keys because you're busy practicing in this variety of modes. So like, it really doesn't matter what level you're at. You can be at 0 and there is some way to progress inside of this application. There's different exercises for chords, there's exercises for scales, there's classical music, but more importantly, you see your hands within the digital interface on your iPad in order to know where that hand positioning is without taking your eyes off of the music. Now also, the progressions can be tracked over time, so you can actually see your progression represented in these scales. Now let's start talking about these games a little bit. So there's something called Superliminal. For me, the game works best at training your head to see locations on the screen and then recognize those locations on the keyboard. There's other games that get a little bit more musical, like this Springboard game. So these are actually notes we're playing. So they've got this other thing called the Piano Assistant in beta. This allows you to ask a question about something that you're learning, or if you need some clarifications, or maybe you might want suggestions on what to learn next. So I'm gonna click the Try Now button here. What is a key signature?
A key signature is a set of sharps or flats at the beginning of a piece of music that indicates the key in which the piece is written.
Do you have Lean On Me?
We have 2 versions of Lean On Me available. Would you like to check them out?
Hell yeah! Classical, kids, rock, and then, or you could just do it by the level that you're at if you want to start with first steps, or if you're more the caliber of somebody like Mo, you can step all the way up to expert. This is what you're gonna work your way up to. Forget about playing your video games, forget about your Fortnite, you're gonna become a maestro, you got it? And Will says we can use this song in our video too. Now, before we go ahead and begin to play this device as an instrument, and I do need to take a moment and just give a shout out to our resident expert player, which is Mo.
You're so extra.
Turn that up. You don't need half speed, you're grinding, dude.
All right. Give me a second.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, that ending.
Finale.
I got the ending.
Finale.
That wasn't too bad.
That was pretty good. So there's two different ways to interact. In this case, I have the Airwave hooked up, but you can use the keyboard without the Airwave like I was doing on that game there. So the Airwave accessory is not necessary. It just takes things to another level, and it brings new opportunities from an expression level if you choose to connect this to a laptop and use it as an actual instrument to create your own music. And this is where things really get interesting from an expression standpoint, because as you can see, my hands are being tracked in the interface, and there's all these variety of parameters that my hands are impacting. Air raise, air tilt, air glide, slide, flex, grasp, lift, press, strike. So you hear that tone. I begin to elevate my hand. This is the air raise parameter. Tilt. Slide. Now, typically, these kinds of parameters on a synthesizer would be via knobs, but this is, I mean, it makes you feel like a magician. Like, this is extremely expressive. Let go of the pedal and it goes away. Each individual hand and all of the joints, what did you say, 27 joints? I mean, it is really responsive, and it's doing this at 90 frames per second. This is endless entertainment, and you can totally get lost in here. It really gives you like a three-dimensional instrument. Now, the Airwave player is only one of the Roly applications that you can launch. We've also got the Studio Player, and the Studio Player has a bunch of different sounds. It has a multi-layer arpeggiator, smart chords, and then just sort of more what you're used to as far as like a virtual instrument is concerned. But the cool thing here is we have this double duty of the Roly piano, where it is this training tool, but then when you progress in your training, or maybe you're just immediately interested in the creative side, you jump over to here, and all of a sudden you can be producing music, plugging this into your favorite recording application, and record music if you want to. But the main takeaway for me is that here we have a gadget, an instrument we can pick up, use it with our iPad and the training app to learn traditional music, classical music, chords, things like this, and then we can just jump over here, launch the Studio Player or the Airwave player, and then we've got this crazy expressive thing for experimentation and recording music, and it's still the same product, it's still the same gadget, it just can do double duty. Like your kid can use it, and then you can use it.